Hey guys, and welcome to Day by Day. If you're just joining us, my name is T, and on this podcast, I basically teach people and myself how to healthily self-care, how to nurture yourself, and how to become one with yourself. So, without further ado, I hope you like, share, and subscribe, and enjoy this episode. So, I would like to share a parable out the Bible that I've literally just read, and the parable is called the parable of the evil farmers. And basically, in the parable, in a nutshell, a man planted a vineyard. He built a wall around it and he leased it out to his tenants. The tenants, once the man came in, the man sent people to gather his crops, and the farmers killed the people or harmed the people. And so, in a nutshell, the last part was the owner sent his son and was like, they'll surely respect him. And so they did not. They basically did away with the son as well as everyone else. And God said, well, what do you suppose the owner of the vineyard do? And then he also stated that he told the people that the owner was going to come and unalive those farmers that he leased his vineyard to. And the scripture reads, didn't you ever read this in the scriptures? The stone that the builders rejected has now become the cornerstone. This is the Lord's doing, and it is wonderful to see. And I think we take parables in the Bible too literal. So it basically means, in a nutshell, if you do wrong to others, it will come back to you. And I don't know if that is resonating well, being as though I just gave a partial amount of the story. But I feel as though when people tend to reach out to religious sources and they read it, they take it so literal as in, hey, this just happened in those times. But the parable is so you can have an understanding between karma and dharma. That man that rented out his vineyard to those evil farmers did not know that those people were evil. He rented his land out as equal opportunity to anybody who had the means to be able to tend to the land. And those people decided that they were going to be greedy. They were going to take. And for that, that's when God responded and said what he said. Have you not read these scriptures? This is now a cornerstone, meaning that those people are going to receive their karma while that man receives his dharma, because he did nothing but good. And when he tried to extend his goodness to others, they took his kindness for granted. And that is a message for someone who needed to hear it. And that is an absolute message for me, myself, and I, because I know that sometimes when people constantly see you being that kind person or being that person that always wants to have understanding, you're putting up a poker face to remain calm and keep the peace. But that does not mean that you can't show people how real it can get when they choose to disrespect you. Those people did wrong by that owner that started that land. And there are people that come into our lives, not just me, not just you, but our lives, to kill, steal, and destroy, to break down, to damage, and diminish. But know that when karma is served just as well as dharma, it doesn't always happen in which the time that things are not working in your favor. Things will come later on down the line. It could be months, it could be weeks, it could be years. But just because you don't see karma being served on a silver platter immediately, know that when the planets align and the tables turn, you won't have to flip a table, because God said, did you not read the scripture? And again, I'm going to finish it off with exactly what the scripture reads. But the tenant farmers said to one another, here comes the heir to this estate. Let's unalive him and get the estate for ourselves. So they grabbed him and murdered him and threw his body out in the vineyard. What do you suppose the owner of the vineyard will do? Yahweh said. I'll tell you. He will come and unalive those farmers and lease the vineyard to others. Didn't you even ever read this in the scriptures? The stone that the builder rejected has now become the cornerstone. This is the Lord's doing, and it is wonderful to see. So even when you feel like things are not working in your favor, give praise in advance for the blessings that's about to rain down on you. Because I know it may look like you are constantly in sadness or you are not receiving all things good for you. But God restores you within before he decides to make it external. And people don't realize that, because fast and temporary is better for some people than taking time and learning. So with that being said, day by day, continue learning, growing, and evolving. And each day you'll get better, life will get better, and things are working out for your greater good. Bye, guys.